All right, well, 2021 is looking brighter for some Valley restaurant workers thanks to customers who left them a $2021 tip. Yeah, this really happened. And this could be the beginning of a whole new trend across the nation and also here in the Valley. I spoke today with waitress Amanda MCCOY from the restaurant Arnold Palmer's in La Quinta and the manager of Farm Restaurant in Palm Springs, ALYSSE Hurtado. ALYSSE and Amanda, thanks so much for joining us.
Thanks for having us, Peter.
What's crazy, Amanda, is I was just at Arnold Palmer's on Friday night. You were my server and you shared with me something pretty incredible. What was it?
I shared with you that I was the server that got the $2021 tip for the 2021 tip challenge.
So first off, what was your reaction when you found out that somebody left you $2021 as a tip?
Well, I had to look at it a couple of times, honestly, to make sure I wasn't like seeing things. But then it was my reaction, I think, just to be overwhelmed. Like I had tears in my eyes, you know, it's super kind. And I hadn't experienced anything like that, definitely, in 20 years of serving ever.
And you're also a single mom, mother of two.
Yeah.
This really meant a lot to you.
It did. Yeah. I mean, I know there were people real close to me who had it far worse than I did during this pandemic. I have a blessed life. I never went without anything, but it was really special to receive it at this time. I felt supported. They also wrote support local on the credit card slip, and I thought that was really awesome.
I love that, and definitely a surprise. We're not saying who these people were, obviously. They want to be anonymous,
Right.
But safe to say you didn't expect this to happen.
No, not at all. There was definitely a vibe already kind of going on. That was my first few days back to work, and people are just so happy to be out and dining again with their families, and they're just being so nice and gracious. So there was definitely already a vibe, and just felt really good because there's anxiety attached to going back to work after being unemployed for that long, you know, and it makes me happy to be able to provide that experience for them, you know. So it was kind of my last table of the night, and it was just like icing on the cake. It made me cry for sure.
Were you able to get in touch with these people afterward to thank them?
No, but I know I'll see them again. They're locals and I've waited on them before, and I love waiting on them. They're awesome people. So I know I've been carrying a thank you card around in my apron. So I know I'll have the opportunity.
That is fantastic. And ALYSSE, something similar happened with one of your workers at Farm in Palm Springs.
Yes, so I first heard of the 2021 tip challenge through Amanda because we are friends, we've worked together, and I was excited for her and the team at Arnold Palmer's because I know so many people reap the benefits of it. It's not just the waitresses or waiters that receive the tip. There's a tip pool that kind of benefits from this. So I was excited for her, and then one of our waitresses walked up to us. She had the same thing happen to her. Some of our generous regulars, they did the $2021 tip, and it was just so exciting. It just, the whole, like Amanda said, the vibe in the restaurant just gets elevated. It was the highlight of the work week, I think, for so many people in our restaurant. So it was really exciting to be a part of it. And we can hope that this kind of steamrolls into something bigger, which we're excited about.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I was going to ask you, you mentioned something really interesting, and that is when people leave tips, it doesn't just go to one person, right? There's a tip pool. So the staff shares in this.
Absolutely. It takes a village within the restaurant to provide guest experiences. So from the waitress, who is, the face, the servers are charismatic and knowledgeable, but their team helps so much, from the bussers to the expediters to the bartenders. We couldn't do it without the team. So them reaping the benefits of these generous gratuities is phenomenal. And it touches so many people's lives, not including, their families and on, we are, Amanda mentioned, shop local or support local. We are the local consumers. So we throw our money right back into our own communities, which is so important. We as waitresses sometimes have a shopping problem, and I feel like we're going in and we're shopping local. So this just is one of those things that Liz has campaigned about pay it circle. So it's a very exciting thing.
Yeah, and I talked to Liz recently about the Pay It Circle campaign. It's fantastic. For folks who aren't familiar with the 2021 Tip Challenge, does that mean you have to leave $2,021? Because most people obviously can't, but what is it that people can do to help with this?
Yeah.
Amanda, I know that you're passionate about it.
I am, and certainly we don't all have the means to go out and leave that, that amount, but I think it's a movement kind of bigger than that. It's about community. And if all you can do as these establishments are opening back up again is be extra kind and gracious and supportive of your community. I mean, some of these businesses hardly made it through. Some of us haven't worked in almost a year. There's a lot attached to that. So I think, and that's what's been going on. Like I said, at Arnold Palmer's, we have the best regulars that come in, and they've been so wonderful. It makes it easy. So it made me want to be a part of that. And I hope that making this known will encourage others to do the same thing.
And I should also mention, you were my server, but I didn't leave you a $2,021 tip. I'm sorry. But I did. It just goes to show you what you can give. And I also think it's important to mention, this is not just for the fancy restaurants, right? This is all levels across the valley.
100%. My daughters and I went and got to-go food the other day from a local place. We left $100 tip. I think it's important to kind of keep it going in whatever way you can, whatever means you have. And I did have a couple of tables kind of say the same thing, like, well, we're not going to be able to do that. And it's not expected. I'm not standing around going, oh gosh, I hope somebody else does that again for me. I hope it happens for others for sure. But if all you can do is come in and be super grateful and happy like everyone has been, then that's great.
All right. Well, Amanda, it was wonderful to see you again. ALYSSE, thank you so much, both of you, for joining us.
Thank
Good to
you.
see you again, Peter. Thank you.